everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. Had a really good weekend of boxing. I've already talked about the Bellew and Hay fight. Also, Thurman versus Garcia. Very pleased with the results on both fights. Real quick, I really want to make this video and also kind of send a message out there to 68, all in the same video. So the first thing I want to say is, since I kind of taken a new approach to YouTube, I haven't really set the ground rules for my channel because there are certain expectations that have changed. The first expectation is, a while back I had put out a video saying that, I don't want y'all using, the LGBT, joke about the LDBC and, saying black tards and things like that. Well, as of right now, you can use those terms. And let me explain why. As far as the LGBT thing goes, that's y'all's experience. And, it is what it is. If someone continuously insults you, and I'm telling you that you can't defend yourself on my channel, well, that's kind of bullshit. So as of right now, you go off of your own experiences. If they have, treated you wrong or anything like that, I may disagree with you and say, well, that hasn't been my experience, but I'm not going to nitpick on the wording that you use. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's just political correctness, and that shit is cancer. So, as of right now, you use whatever you deem fit. Just don't use racial slurs. That's all I ask. But other than that, anything goes. As far as black tards is concerned, or FLOMO or anything like that, those are not racial terms. All right? Black tard, the way that I interpret that word is that you're just somebody who rolls with any fighter simply because they have black skin. It's not the same as calling you the N-word. So stop the bullshit. And FLOMO, that just means that you ride with Floyd Mayweather. I've seen white people and Hispanics who are that way. They are also FLOMOs. So that's also not a racial term. So immediately, say whatever you want. Just don't use racial slurs. Those are the ground rules as far as that is concerned. Now, there's another ground rule that I want to lay here, but I kind of want to give an example and send a message to 68 when it comes to this. Now, let me give you some context. A while back, me and him had some quote-unquote beef. As of then, I kind of considered that as water under the bridge. It really was just petty, and he really didn't do anything that really upset me. So I really just was like, you know what? It's whatever. Not only that, but his father passed away, and I sent him my condolences. It happened around the same time that my uncle passed away. So I was like, you know what? All that shit from the past is just petty. It's whatever. I certainly hope that you and your family are doing well in light of the circumstances. So, I don't think he ever saw that or whatever, and it doesn't really matter because all that matters to me is who I am as a person. So, let's fast forward to just last week. When I made the video addressing the bullshit, I got a comment from 68. And basically that comment said, I'm not racist. I don't like Mexicans or Puerto Ricans. And apparently they aren't a race. And y'all don't like Africans or blacks, so I'm good. This comment comes straight out of Zamunda. So, me and him had a little discussion in that comment thread. And what's really funny is that in the comment thread, because I was pretty sure that he never saw my condolences that I sent to him, I went ahead and, let him know that by the way, I send my condolences to you, and, I'm sorry to hear that you lost your father. Apparently, my phone made a typo because my phone doesn't allow me to take off autocorrect. So he kind of nitpicked at my typo, and I was like, okay, I made a typo. And no, it's not a trigger, because he was trying to trigger me, and that I did get triggered. Which is funny because all my responses were pretty much indifferent. Like, okay, so you don't like Mexicans or Puerto Ricans. I don't know what that has to do with me, because I identify as an individual, not as a race. So, sounds like a personal problem. But anyways, he said he was trying to get me triggered and that it worked, which with my indifferent responses, where I never insulted him, by the way. The comment thread is still there, so you can actually view it for yourself. But at no point did I ever insult him. At no point did I ever, give off the impression that I was pissed. I just addressed the points that he was making. So he completely ignored the fact that I was being respectful and sending him my condolences, and I was being quite genuine. But he completely ignored it. Then he went on to say, dude, relax, I'm on your page and your channel and having a wee bit fun. I'm really laughing, I'm a happy person. I had to delete some comments because you might take it the wrong way. Calm down, stop being racially defensive. A bunch of all this stuff. So anyways, after he made it clear that he was joking, I would be lying if I said that I believed him, because I didn't. But what I did do is I gave him benefit of the doubt. So I just said, LOL, I'm relaxed, bro. It's all good. Glad you're at peace. No hard feelings. So that's how that conversation ended. So when I made my message to Reef, he went ahead and commented, stop bothering somewhat black people online. Disgraceful behavior. So me and him had a little bit of discussion about that. And he actually deleted that comment. Which is funny because he apparently cares of how he is viewed. I frankly don't give a shit. I mean, if you think I'm racist, then you obviously don't understand what the word racist means. But anyways, that's besides the point. He deleted the whole comment thread, so whatever. So yesterday I commented on one of his videos saying, this video was good. The bitching and moaning you do on my comment section is not so much. Do more of these videos and less of the bitching and crying of the bothering of black people. That's the best advice I can give to you. Good video. Now, I actually was fucking with him. I was like, you know what? If you can dish it, you should be able to take it. Let me see what he does. So I fucked with him. That's exactly what I did. But in fucking with him in a tongue-in-cheek type of way, I also complimented him. Because I was being genuine when I said good video. He did a good video about the David Haye fight. But his response was, it was a joke, dumbass. Now this isn't. Fuck off, buy some pussy, and calm down. Self-righteous prick. LOL. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wasn't laughing. So, two things I want to point out here. When he fucked with me, I said, my exact response was, LOL, I'm relaxed, bro. I'm glad you're at peace. No hard feelings. And I was serious when I said that. Now, I make a joke, and he immediately insults me, tells me to fuck off. Who was actually triggered? But anyways, that's actually besides the point. I mean, if he doesn't want to acknowledge that he was triggered, fuck it. I mean, he's just a dishonest bastard. So anyways, last thing that I want to point out real quick is that he ended up telling me, dude, I don't want to be discussing this racial trash with you. It was my error coming over to your page. Now, please leave mine. Now, real quick, this is where I have a huge problem. And I'm sending a message to 68, but I'm also laying ground rules for my channel. Okay? First off, I don't want to be discussing this racial trash with you. That's complete and utter bullshit. Because if you didn't want to be discussing this with me, then why the fuck did you go on my channel? You came to my channel first and started this racial discussion. So I don't buy that, not one bit. All right. And you've done this in the past where you said, I never wanted to deal with you, but yet you're there commenting on my page. You're either very dishonest or you're just a very confused bitch. Either way, it makes no difference to me. All right? Because the way that I see it, you came on my page, you wanted to be able to fuck around with me with no consequences. That's not how this shit works. Now, from this point on, I will leave your dumb ass alone. Because you're not very smart. You have some boxing knowledge, but overall, you're just a dumbass. Just calling it how I see it. But as of right now, if you actually don't want to have any conversations with me, then I would advise you not to comment on my page then. All right? Because if you know that you're a pussy and you can't take a joke, then don't joke with me. The next time that you come over and you comment on my page or you make a reply to one of my comments on another video of someone else's, you need to ask yourself, do I actually want to go down this road? Do I actually want to continue a conversation with this individual? And if that answer is no, if it truly is no, then you need to keep your fucking mouth shut and go away. Because I assure you, the next time that you comment at me, I am going to comment back. And a while back, you told me that I'm a nasty individual. Let me tell you something. You haven't seen me be nasty yet. But the next time that you come at me with some double standards where you think you can joke around with me, but the second I joke around with you, you become a menstruating pussy, you're going to get fucked. I promise you that. I still send my condolences because I'm not a piece of shit person. When someone loses their father, I know that it takes a mental toll on you. But that does not excuse you to be an asshole to anyone. So, once again, the next time that you think you're going to comment to me and I'm not going to comment back, it is on. That being said, to everyone else, I can take a joke. Comedy is my favorite genre of anything. So, if you come at me and you're joking around and it's all in fun and games, and then you tell me, hey, bro, I was just joking around, hope there's no hard feelings, then cool. But just expect that I should be able to do the same with you and you not to get all ass hurt about it when the conversation is over. That goes for everybody. It's called mutual respect. One other thing, I had a run-in with another dumbass by the name of... Hold on, I'll tell you in a second because I don't even remember this dumbass's name. Lionel Witherspoon. which is funny because he told me that I was confused white trash and that I was racist. That was his original response to me, which is funny because that was off of a comment that I made on Sean Newton's video where he was basically talking about Ego, and I said, why am I not surprised? That's why I can't watch Ego. And as for Dante, I never liked him. No N-word, no racial slurs. Didn't even mention the fact that they were black, but somehow I'm white trash and I'm racist. First off, with the confused white trash thing, I'm not white, so who's really confused here? And I didn't say anything about skin color, so who the fuck is really racist here? And he went up, when he found out that I'm actually Hispanic, I'm only half Mexican, by the way, he kept on talking about that, you know, he kept on making racist comments about Mexicans. And then has the nerve to tell me that I'm racist. But anyways, that's besides the point. He kept on mentioning how Ali is my logo and I need to find someone of my own race to idolize. Number one, I idolize no man, not even Muhammad Ali. I respect Muhammad Ali. I respect what he did in the sport. I respect the fact that when the U.S. told him that you either fight in the war or we're going to strip you, he stuck to his guns and said, well, then you're going to have to strip me. Because he was put in a position where he either had to stand or fall, and he stood. All right? That sounds a whole lot better than, well, I respect Ali because he was a black man. Yeah, that doesn't sound very intelligent. I think me respecting him for his accolades and what he's actually done sounds a lot better. It makes me sound like an actual boxing fan. But anyways, you went on to tell me that African Americans are a threat, which is funny because you spelled threat D-R-E-A-T. Let me tell you something. In order for you to be a threat to me, you have to actually be able to at least spell the word threat, it being a very easy word, in order for you to be of any kind of threat to me. But being that you spelled it D-R-E-A-T, you don't have the mental capacity to be a threat to me. I'm too smart for you, apparently. So, fuck all y'all actual racists. Fuck anybody who thinks that they can joke around with me, but they want to get all ass hurt once I come back at them with some jokes. And that goes for everybody. Everyone who comes to my channel will get the same base level of respect. You will get the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not just going to insult you right off the bat just because we have a disagreement on opinion. But, like I said, once you cross one of these lines, then when I come back at you and you start bitching and crying, I'm not going to give a fuck. That is all. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Peace.
I am so authentic. I'm so authentic. They trying to figure me out, but this is not a gimmick. Hi, hip hop. Don't act like you don't know me. What? We got the same mama. Don't you try to disown me. I'm just a mixed breed. Call me a day walker. Cause I walk in the sun, but at night I'm a stalker. If you looking for blood, come run in my lane. The vein never runs dry. There's plenty of it, man. I speak an ancient language. They don't understand me. It's called the truth. I break it down. They try to reprimand me. Miss Lauren, she spoke it. They tried to revoke her. They drove her crazy like Morgan Freeman did to Miss Daisy. I am not insane.